With Jurassic World Evolution 3 coming out, it raises a question: what DLCs could come after the release? And I'm going to be showing you my concept for a new DLC for Jurassic World Evolution 3, including all 9 new possible dinos in the Horns and Frills pack. The Horns and Frills pack comes with 6 dinos. The first dino is the Stupid Mimus. This dino isn't actually a dinosaur, but a semi-aquatic reptile. The Stupid Mimus has a horn on males, but not on females. Its baby has a little bump, and will eat all the fish from the deep water. The Stupid Mimus is also a large amount bigger than the Archelion. The next dino is a Prionosuchus. The Prionosuchus looks like a prehistoric axolotl, just with a longer snout, and it looks more crocodilian. The next dinosaur is the Sanosuchus. This dinosaur will fill a slot more closely related to the Dimetrodons than the Spinosaurus, being a mostly terrestrial animal but still having some major aquatic tendencies. The next dinosaur is the Stomatosuchus. The Stomatosuchus is a baleen-like animal filling a more aquatic role than even the Spinosaurus, only rarely coming out of the water to bask in the sun. This dino cohabitates with almost all dinosaurs, but if housed with compies, the compies will clean the Stomatosuchus' mouth, similar to some birds cleaning a gator's mouth. The next dinosaur is the Beelzebufo. Now in real life it was the size of a chihuahua, but in Jurassic World Evolution 3 it could be inflated to the size of a Tyrannosaurus. This dinosaur will attempt to eat anything the same estimate size or smaller, but any sauropods it will happily cohabitate with. The next dinosaur is one of my personal favorites, the Tiktaalik. It's my favorite because of how brain dead it looks. Like, if you look in its eyes, you can see there's nothing inside that head. Imagine a group of these animals sitting there staring off into nothingness. The next dinosaur is the Tanystropheus. This dino, of course, has a long neck. It uses its long neck to hunt fish, and if housed with other dinos, like in Montosaurus, they will form in a large group and make a flank when hunting humans. It has some pretty cool hunting animations. First, it takes after the Utahraptor by using its long neck to catch the person. Instead of just eating the person, it uses its neck to fling the person basically across the map. Another killer animation is where it does the stop again, but this time it wraps its neck around like a boa constrictor and drops the person into its mouth. Finally, the Tanystropheus comes over and chases after the person, and then comes from above and bites the head and flings the body to the floor. Let's make a return to the Beelzebufo. This frog is a naturally large frog, but I think the Jurassic World Evolution 3 size should be bigger, either a Tyrannosaurus or an Ankylosaurus. I think the look should be based off of the Argentine horned frog, but I think it would be amazing if in a free update, when you have all the dinos from the semi-aquatic pack in one park, you unlock a new skin for the Beelzebufo, which is either based off of the desert rain frog or the purple-nosed pig frog. Honestly, it would be hilarious to watch a desert rain frog fight a T-Rex or eat a person. Next is the Diplodocus. First, there's an elephant infant. It's really small. I think it should be the length of a Diplodocus, which may be a horrendously sizing with a 30 times enlargement, but hear me out. Imagine a titan crawling around a swamp plain or swimming in the deep water. Now, the next one is probably the most requested deep water animal, the Purasuchus. This beast has a higher ass rate than the Acrocanthosaurus, and when housed with tiny dinosaurs like Segi, Compy, or other water scavengers, they will clean its teeth, similar to how birds clean alligators' teeth. The next one is definitely my favorite one, but it'll probably be a nightmare to animate. It's the Titanoboa. Why I say it might be a nightmare to animate is because with the T-Rex, there are 2 points that need to be registered that are interacting with the ground. But with Titanoboa, there are thousands, hundreds, thousands, or millions of points that it'll have to interact with the ground to make the Titano look good. One of the things that they really stand out is when they fight. When they fight a human, Struthiomimus, or other small herbivores, they fling themselves like a boom sling, then wrap up in a ball and start devouring the prey. When they eat medium herbivores, they almost do the same thing, but they eat more like a ball python, curling up, striking them, then restricting the prey and eating it. With large and medium dinosaurs, the Titanoboa strikes at the neck and slams the dinosaur down. And this is just assuming the dinosaur, this is just like the finishing kill animation. But with the medium carnivore, after it's finished killing the dinosaur, it starts to engulf the dinosaur. Now on to mating. To mate, the Titanoboa actually starts swinging, showing its sometimes colorful underbelly, which attracts the female to breed with, which happens automatically if you have automatic breeding on, but if you don't, it won't happen automatically, but you can still view it if you exit the menu quick enough. There's also new features. There are the lagoon water, similar to the deep water, but it can house lagoon species like the Mosasaur, Archelion, Nothosaurus. But one of the more important things is it'll give us marine to terrestrial combat, so that if you have like a Mosasaurus in the lagoon water and Indominus Rex on the surface, you can finally reenact that famous Jurassic World scene. The only downside with lagoon water, which would push you to still use lagoons so they're not completely newt, is you can't put any galleries on the side. You can put remote viewing galleries in the deep water, but you can't put any on the side, which makes it easier, yet more difficult at the same time. You will also get new brushes, but not for the land. You'll get brushes for underwater. The brushes are going to be the kelp, the coral, and the algae. Different species will need different mixes of each one. The coral one will probably be the rarest, and then the kelp is basically forest. Like, you're gonna need it for most species. You can also change the water's hue. What I mean by this is you can make the water muddy for a swamp build. You could make it Arctic looking, like more blue for an Arctic build. You can make it more blue and clear for a tropical build, and also a few others. And about Archelion and Nothosaurus, I think they should stay with the same mechanic of, in a lagoon, you put a rock and they climb up on it, but it's not like a buildable rock. You can change the rock. But I think in this DLC, they should have it where they need lagoon water, deep water, and some surface. Just so that Archelion and Nothosaurus aren't like this is a semi-aquatic, why is it not in the enclosure? It's a lagoon semi-aquatic. Now they'll be happy in all the different habitats, even technically in aviaries. video has taken 2 weeks, which is why my last week's video wasn't the best, so please subscribe. KY.